DevOps, Arlo, PSCU. Pioneers of the Data Age, Splunk 10. PSCU invests in agility. Enabling more than 1,500 credit unions to conduct nearly 4 billion transactions every year, PSCU provides white-label applications for online bill payments, online lending, and other financial services. To help credit unions better compete with banks, PSCU homed in on improving key IT performance metrics like mean time to acknowledge, MTTA, which conveys I'm on it when an alert is received. MTTA is a key metric for reducing downtime because it triggers incident response, which then lowers mean time to repair, MTTR. To accomplish this goal, PSCU turned to the Splunk platform to enable seamless security monitoring and payment card industry, PCI, compliance. PSCU solved its accountability challenges with Splunk VictorOps incident management software, which empowers on-call teams to find and fix problems faster with automated and insightful incident management routing, collaboration, and reviews. Thanks to these new additions, the PSCU team lowered MTTA from 4 hours to under 2 minutes. Today, quality assurance and DevOps teams at PSCU rely on the Splunk platform to proactively detect performance degradations before they turn into failures. While IT use cases were a starting point, PSCU now combines Splunk's machine data analytics with incident response from VictorOps to create an overarching platform of engagement, which helps DevOps teams innovate faster for greater agility and a better customer experience. The Splunk platform cut mean time to acknowledge from 4 hours to under 2 minutes. Pioneers of the Data Age, Splunk 11, ensuring mission success, Splunk 11. Digital workflows, which solves a huge issue for an organization that has to hire and coordinate 6,000 door-to-door enumerators. 2020 is the first year that Americans can respond to the census online. And in the midst of the COVID-19 pandemic, this digital option has been a cornerstone of success for the Census Bureau. Partnering with Splunk, the Census Bureau built IT systems and infrastructure with inherent redundancy to increase reliability, while its multi-layered cybersecurity program has allowed the organization to adapt to the current crisis. As its mission continues, the Census Bureau is relying on Splunk to monitor digital traffic, audit IT systems in real time, and help leaders make informed decisions in a turbulent world. The U.S. Census Bureau marks the transformation of the decade. The U.S. Census Bureau has a mission of amazing complexity, to serve as the nation's leading provider of quality data about its people and economy. Once every 10 years, the Census Bureau sets out to provide a complete, accurate count of the population and housing in the entire United States. That means counting every person, in every corner of our nation. As the 2020 census marks the country's first digital census, the organization is using the Splunk platform to more effectively and efficiently complete its mission. The 2020 census has 35 operations and 52 systems, which support everything from HR and payroll to coordinating a nationwide effort that has to cover every household in every state and U.S. territory. Yet thanks to digital transformation and improved data handling, this year's operation has fewer systems than in 2010, which will improve performance, accuracy, and efficiency while optimizing taxpayer dollars. Splunk is enabling this massive data project in numerous ways. Up front, Splunk helps the Census Bureau coordinate address lists from multiple sources, use satellite data to reduce manual door-to-door efforts, and more efficiently and accurately consolidate field data as it comes in. On the back end, Splunk makes recruiting, hiring and paying workers more efficient through automation and IT operations. As interwoven infrastructures grow increasingly complex, IT teams are under mounting pressure to predict problems while delivering valuable services to employees and customers. Splunk customers have risen to the challenge, using the data age as an opportunity to adopt emerging technologies, automate processes, and drive effectiveness for a more efficient, connected organization. The U.S. Census shapes public policy, distributes more than $675 billion in funding, and redraws the political map for the next decade. IT Operations, U.S. Census Bureau, Global Emancipation Network. Pioneers of the Data Age, Splunk 12. With Splunk's help, Jen developed Minerva, a multi-tenant data analytics platform that enables secure, individualized data sharing and intelligent analytics. This powerful platform uses Splunk to take messy, unstructured data from hundreds of sources to make connections between usernames, email addresses, phone numbers, text and images that would be difficult or impossible manually. By bringing data to one of the world's biggest problems, Jen has made a remarkable impact, from assisting in 7 human trafficking raids that rescued dozens of victims in the last year alone, to helping curb the illicit massage industry by identifying more than 10,000 instances of human trafficking activity across 22,000 massage businesses. And more promise lies ahead. Through Jen and Splunk for Good, Minerva is available free to national and international government and law enforcement agencies, NGOs, academia, and the private sector to help identify and stop human trafficking on a global scale. Global Emancipation Network wages war on human trafficking. With an estimated 45 million victims every year, human trafficking is a critical human rights crisis. Global Emancipation Network, GEN, is part of the solution. Trafficking is a human tragedy. But it's also an illicit economy, where someone buys a product to meet a demand like sex and domestic servitude, says GEN founder and executive director Sherry Caltagirone. That transaction often has a digital footprint. So human trafficking is a data problem. 99.9% of our daily battles are about accessing data to stop trafficking. Yet accessing that historically siloed, distributed data was extremely difficult, and GEN needed an efficient way to collect data and streamline systems for better analysis and action. GEN selected Splunk as its data platform when it was founded in 2016, and Splunk has been the bedrock of its mission ever since. 99.9% of our daily battles are about accessing data to stop trafficking. Sherry Caltagirone, founder and executive director, Global Emancipation Network. Pioneers of the Data Age, Splunk 13. Accessible dashboards and metrics for monitoring across varied systems and platforms, says Greg Poniatowski, area leader of information security at Mars. While the corporation started with Splunk at the heart of security and IT operations, the platform has quickly become the default tool for analytics across Mars businesses, helping fuel innovation and sharpen the organization's competitive edge across the globe. As we mature with it, it's become apparent that Splunk is the solution for our broader issues as well, says Antonio Gages, security analytics senior lead at Mars. Now we have over 300 users all self-serving their own insights from Splunk. Mars acquires the right insights. Founded in 1911, Mars Incorporated knows a thing or two about adapting with the times. As one of the largest privately held companies in the United States, Mars originally came to prominence through sweet treats like Mars bars, Milky Way bars, M&Ms and Snickers. Throughout the years, the corporation has vastly expanded through a tactful and aggressive acquisition strategy of organizations ranging from the chewing gum giant Wrigley Jr. Company to veterinary hospital chain VCA Incorporated. An ambitious acquisition strategy requires the ability to onboard new players while extending security and IT monitoring services with speed and scale. When new subsidiaries bring their own infrastructure and cloud instances, the environment can quickly become challenging to manage, especially from a security perspective. Splunk Data Stream Processor, DSP, allows the security team to create a single repository of security-relevant data from numerous tools across the entire Mars subsidiary portfolio and their respective security operations centers, SOCs. With a unified location, the team can accelerate troubleshooting issues and improve overall security posture. With disparate sources of data and different platforms housing it, Mars' appetite for data can be hard to satisfy without the right platform. DSP is allowing Mars to meet the demands of a broader group of stakeholders that need responsive security. A single security breach can cripple any organization, draining resources, threatening customer loyalty, and tarnishing brand reputation. Savvy organizations are fortifying their security defenses, using real-time data to detect, investigate, and resolve threats faster. Splunk Data Stream Processor is allowing Mars to meet the demands of a broader group of stakeholders that need responsive, accessible dashboards and metrics for monitoring across varied systems and platforms. Greg Poniatowski, Area Leader of Information Security, Mars Incorporated. Security, Mars Incorporated, Intel. Pioneers of the Data Age, Splunk 14. Intel transforms threat hunting. Over time, Intel has changed from a PC-centric company to a data-centric company, developing new products, entering new markets, and engaging new customers in innovative ways. This greater emphasis and reliance on data required Intel's information security organization, InfoSEC, to build and maintain a comprehensive defense in-depth strategy. The team automated prevention and detection tools at many levels to handle 99% of threats across Intel's environment, but that pesky 1% remained. Burdened with a legacy security information and event management (SIEM) solution that couldn't scale with the ever-increasing demand for more types of data, Intel InfoSEC needed a strategy to detect sophisticated threats attempting to penetrate the organization's environment, what Intel InfoSEC calls hunting the 1%. This strategy inspired the creation of Intel's Cyber Intelligence Platform, CIP, which is centered on leading-edge technologies, including the Splunk platform and Apache Kafka. With the Splunk Data-to-Everything platform and hundreds of third-party tools, Intel InfoSEC has context-rich visibility and a common work surface, which improves the effectiveness of the entire InfoSEC organization. The team now detects and responds to threats within hours or minutes, compared to weeks or hours previously. Intel's InfoSEC team is expanding its use of Splunk and Kafka. The analysts and data scientists are transforming, enriching, joining, filtering and operating on data in stream. The team is also adding more machine learning tools for everything from incident response, operations, and system health to workflow orchestration and alerts. Intel's information security organization now detects and responds to advanced threats within hours or minutes, compared to weeks or hours previously. Following the leaders. Splunk helps organizations all over the world, including 91 of the Fortune 100, remove barriers between data and action. The following pages offer a closer look at how data pioneers across industries are using the Data-to-Everything platform to safeguard systems, streamline operations, and accelerate innovation.
Like fresh tomatoes.